Everybody, it's Hey John. It's March 24, 2021, and I cover cryptocurrency videos, Dogecoin specifically. I cover the news and I cover the technical analysis, aka the sticks. All right. In this video, I'm gonna cover some of the Dogecoin sticks today. But before we get to all that, do me a quick favor. Tap that subscribe button and tap that like button to help spread this video out to new people who have not been exposed to Dogecoin. Okay. Now you came for the sticks. Let's get to the sticks. So as always. I always like to start with a daily for the most part because this gives you a general overview of the lay of the land right now. So we can see on our daily here that we have a green stick today, which means that we are buying the dip yesterday and it's rising up. But as you can see, this wick up here from about 546 up to about 567. That wick got sold off fairly quickly there. So to me, that looks like a sort of a current resistance and weakness right now. And the fact that it's selling off so quickly, this tells me that this bounce is sort of weak here. And you can see with the trend here for the most part that it's currently trending down, as you can see in a MACD. I'll bring it over here, right? You can see that divergence here is starting to increase between the 12 MA and 26 MA here, right? When you see that divergence kind of like this, that just tells you that okay, now we're seeing some true movement here, and this is going to be a trend for the foreseeable future. How long it'll last, that is to be to be determined for the most part. Of course, there could be some news to kind of push it out of this current trend here, but as always, I always say with technical analysis, it's more of an art than a science here. So you have to combine all the news combine all the news with all of all the technical analysis and try and merge them together and try to use that information to determine the direction based on what you're seeing here. So currently we are trending down, and you can see also that as I mentioned in previous videos, that it's confirmed now, right? We're seeing from here to here. Oops, 1 second. About 11 bars. So usually I say give it about six to 7 bars, or or 6 or 7 sticks to kind of confirm, right? And the direction is now confirmed towards the barrier side here for the most part. However, we are still in the bullish territory, so we are still resetting in bullish territory here. So there is still time for this to essentially move back up, kind of do something like this for the most part. We kind of bounce off here and do that. But obviously, if that happens, that could be how many days? Let's see. This is obviously it's a quick drawing, so basically 17 more days or 2 or 3 weeks before we can see something like this happen here. So in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have some slow and low volatility here. But seems right here, I mean, this could also mean that we would bounce off of 525 the current support many times right here, right? But if this happens here and this kind of a trajectory, I can see it's breaking down into the possible 486 region and temporarily tapping into a 472 as well. I can see it's going as far as low as 472 if it follows this kind of a direction here, but slowly but surely kind of a direction. So that being said, just keep your dry powder in your pocket, right? Don't go all in right now. Yesterday I did buy some about I think 531. I put a limit order and it triggered, but once it triggered at 531, it literally bounced up immediately. So that was a good buy, but again, that's a pretty low dip though. Usually when I put the limit orders in, they don't always trigger. So yesterday it triggered, and that's pretty good. I had no complaints there. I had some coins on a dip, so I'm insulating myself from future drops here. Okie dokie. So currently we can see a trend here. It was a descending triangle, and now you can see that it's turning into a downwards channel here. And as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and extend these sticks, these lines out here, just kind of give you a better idea. Okay. So this is going to be the 4.8 and the 4.7 I was referring to before. So I can see it's going as low as 4.7. I'm sorry, as low as 4.6. If it continues the way it is for about 2 weeks, based on what I'm kind of just guesstimating here, or kind of projecting out. Obviously, it can go even more more volatile and go like this, when that happens, okay, then, well, if that happens, we'll see what happens then. Obviously, I don't want to speculate too much, but those are the two scenarios I see happening right now. I don't see us kind of popping off back up immediately, unless of course there is some significant news that pushes us up to that kind of level right there, right, where it kind of creates that kind of buying frenzy. But currently, I don't see it like that. And also, you can see also that even though it's trending downwards here, we're trading on very low volume here. Look at, let's see, March 21, 83 million right here, right? March 22, 67 million right here, right? I mean, 44 currently, 71, 60, 80. You're seeing the volume kind of drop off significantly here. So when it's trading down here, this to me doesn't seem very strong. So if it happens, to me, this is kind of just a way to kind of fake out and shake out easy money here. So that's kind of why I'm buying on this, personally speaking, and not selling off, because as always, this is for me an investment here. And also today, um, Elon Musk noted that has now he is now accepting Bitcoin to buy Tesla vehicles here. Of course, you can convert Dogecoin to buy Tesla vehicles as well. So if you're investing in Dogecoin and it appreciates significantly in the future, you can convert to Bitcoin and buy that way and get a huge discount, right? You're buying it with less money for the most part. So that's kind of why I continue to create these videos and I continue to invest in Dogecoin because I believe in it and I see it again just starting the foundation. I won't go to the news too much because you can see my other video if you want to figure out the news and everything. So now I'm gonna go to the 4-hour chart here and see what that looks like. All right. So current daily downtrend is downwards for the most part. I see it lasting for maybe a week or two. I'm sorry, at least at a week to 2 weeks or even longer. But in a week or two, we should see a clear direction of where it's kind of bottoming out and kind of popping back up. But as always, with the sticks here, it's every day it evolves right here. I mean, as me saying it today here, it could change tomorrow, and that's kind of why I always encourage people to watch these kind of videos if you're kind of nervous or a nervous person, about the investing in Dogecoin and cryptocurrency in general is very volatile. So make sure you have some diamond hand and diamond paws here if you're gonna buy this kind of stuff because it's definitely not for the faint of heart here. Okay. So you see the forward chart here. You see it kind of channeling down here for the most part. But as I said before, the current range is 5.2 to about 5.85. That's the current range, in my opinion, right here. And we're kind of banging around there right now at 5.4 at the current price of this recording here. We're kind of in the middle of 5.2 and 5.8 here. So it's kind of like, okay, what do we do here, right? Do we want to buy or sell? You're literally in the middle, so when you're in the middle, you can go either which way, and the risk reward isn't really worth it in my opinion. So I would just kind of wait and play it out. If it hits 5.8, I'll probably if it was me, if I was day trading again, like I was in the past, in my younger days, I would probably short here. Hit about 5.2, I'll probably buy the bounce around here as well, and just kind of play the range for a little bit. Um, but as always, also the MACD here, you can see that it's starting to reset right here, right? But you see how far below it went, right? You can see how far below the MACD went up on a 4-hour chart here, and on a daily chart, you can see the daily chart is clearly on a downtrend here. So I don't see this reset here doing this for the most. I don't see it doing this. I see it doing this for the most part. What I don't see it doing is I don't see it doing this. So I don't see us resetting towards the bullish market. I see it just kind of coming close up to there and then kind of go back down. And to me, this is kind of resetting in a bearish market. So this tells me that we will probably see lower lows and higher lows as well. So that's kind of why on the daily I kind of mentioned that we may see 4.8 or 4.6 again possibly. If this trend continues on a 4-hour chart, I would say we will see it too as well, 4.8 to 4.6 possibly. I would say we would probably see 5 cents and bounce up there first because 5 cents is always like a psychological resistance, right, or support in this case here. Since we are currently above 5 cents, usually anything was a quarter like 25, 50, 75, a dollar. Anything around there is going to be usually a psychological support or resistance for the most part. Because people like those kind of round numbers. They like the quarters. So anyway, so that's kind of what I see happening here. So if this continues in the days to come, this could be, let me see, something like this. It'll probably take about, maybe another week or something to kind of play out. So I wouldn't be going all in. As I always mention to everyone here, if you're watching my videos, just nibble, don't bite, nibble, don't bite. Okay, nibble, don't bite. Very clear, right? Because when you're biting, you're buying big, and if you're buying big in terms of your budget for what you're allocating to this particular asset here, you could be setting yourself up. You can be potentially setting yourself up for failure here because you buy a lot and it goes lower and you kind of average down. Then you're kind of just waiting, doing the whole waiting game for the most part, and you're kind of missing out on potential dip opportunities. And for me, I always say I like buying on red days because when I buy on a red day, I'm buying on sale, and I personally like sales. I can wait for a good I can wait for a good deal and a good sale. I don't need to pay retail or the full price for it. So I consider buying on a green day, paying full price, and I don't need to pay full price. I can wait. It is not serious. So the 4-hour chart, we're moving now to the 15-minute chart to see how it looks on a daily to see what's going on. So on a daily here, it looks like it's more bullish. You can see on a 15-minute chart here, we did a bullish cross here for 50 over 200 MA. But again, this is very temporary in nature here, right? You can see it went up and then it kind of broke down, and you can see it now tapping the 200 MA, which is about 5.5 right here, and it's kind of tapping in and selling off a couple of times. But I suspect that if the MACD continues in its current trend here, it'll probably break up like that, and we will see probably tap around 572 today, possibly, and we will probably tap that downtrend line. So if we tap off about 572, I would definitely if you're a day trader, I would definitely throw a short right there and then just kind of ride down a little bit because I suspect I won't break past 572 and tapping the actual 585 real resistance because again the volume is low in terms of the daily transactions, right? We're usually like 100, 120. Now we're about 70 or 80. So it's pretty, I would say, significantly lower. So that means that there isn't as much liquidity in the market. So in turn, that means that day traders aren't here as often anymore. So you're seeing the range bound. It's gonna be a lot slower now. So that being said, that's kind of how I see it playing out on a 15-minute chart here as well. So again, I will be creating more videos here to, of course, get the message to get the Dogecoin message out across to new folks who aren't exposed to Dogecoin. And as always, it is Hey John. I will catch you on the next one.